Hello, what's good? And we are back again. You're listening to JR Colin and the storytelling. And today I got a good, hopefully, you enjoy this story. I'm going to introduce myself again. I'm JR. And what you're going to be listening to here is just, again, a random story that I pretty much just come up on my own and I'm putting it out there. Again, hopefully you enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little ding button so that you can get notification each time I put something up. And again, or also don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think and what's in your mind and stuff like that. Also, I have a little challenge for me that is, I have a story that next story is gonna be a little similar to this, but not too much. It's gonna have a little bit more anger and stuff like that in it. And that story, the character is a woman, and I'm not gonna spoil anything for you guys, but be sure you hit the like button and the subscribe, the ding button, so you can get a notification when I put it out. It's a challenge for me again because I'm a guy. I don't really know much about women and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge to persuade it as a woman and everything and what she's been through and stuff like that. I haven't even come up with the name for it yet. So don't forget, hit that ding button in the subscription so you can know when I put something else out. Now, my ass talking too much. Without further ado, let me tell you the name of this story that we're about to listen to. You're about to listen to, sorry. The name of this story is Live or Die for an Unknown. And we're going to go ahead and jump in on Live or Die for an Unknown. There's a question mark at the end of that if that was needed to be said. The main character name is Jonas Jonas Corson. And this one's actually, I'm going to start it from my own native land where I'm from. So here we go. So Jonas Corson, he's a young man. The day he was born in Miami. And of course, we're going to give you a little bit of history of him real quick. He was born in Miami, and his parents are from Haiti, and they're Haitian, and they basically wanted to have him have a really decent life and all of that stuff. So when he was born here, they took him back to Haiti. He kind of grew up to Haiti till he was like 16, 17 or something like that. No, he was about 16 when he left Haiti, just turning 16 actually. So when he came to, since when he was born, the day he was born, he could remember his first thought was, ugh, this is gonna suck. Whatever. And as life has progressing for him, as he's growing up and looking at the world at 5 years old, coming up to 6, 7, his mom passed away and all that. He noticed that he knew this information deep inside him. He couldn't express it in any kind of way, but deep inside him, he knew this life is gonna suck, and he's not interested in it. He knew it. Doesn't matter from where he was born at, the level where he was born at, because his parents is not rich. From Haiti, his parents probably about average, So they're not millionaire, they're not rich, they're not anything like that. And as time progresses, when his mom passed away, his dad got remarried, his him being an average started declining a little bit. So like, he's nobody big. He's not super handsome or anything like that, or gigantic, anything like that. I'm talking about just your basic average guy. And since the time he was born, in his head, he knew this place was going to suck and he wasn't interested. He doesn't want to be here. As he's going through life at 8 to 9 years old, he tried to hang himself. And the rope snapped and it broke and he fell. Kind of, hurt his ankle a little bit. He looked up, he looked at the rope. He's like, what the fuck? This is a really good rope. He just bought the rope. Ugh. Oh well. He's moving on to life. Now, don't get this misconstrued. He wasn't unhappy or anything like that. Like I told you. His parents, at that time, when he was younger, his parents was really average. He got plenty of food. He was above. Haiti is a third world country, so even there, he was still above the lower class people. He had shoes, most beautiful shoes. His parents travel from back and forth from Miami, from United States back to Haiti, even though he's an American, and he's basically just going through life. He just got complacency with it. Like, okay, cool, I'm living. It is what it is. A lot of time when he goes to vacation, like on the countries in Haiti, to go stay with his grandma, he's enjoying himself and running around. A lot of time he sit there and contemplate and ask while he's looking around and looking at his friends enjoying themselves and being in a state. To him, he looked at it as they're in a state of illusion, as in, this is great. Yeah, it's nice, but bruh, I mean, he basically, since at the most young age, since at a young age, he was just aware of the truth on life, that if you a small time, my friend, you're gonna have to work hard. When I mean hard, I'm talking about like brutal hours, and I'm sure some of you could even relate. Brutal hours, brutal things, and also too that you will have people above you. For pretty much example, how we're having our nation with president, Congress, making decision to their best interest, not in yours. Like, he was aware of that, but didn't know a term for it. He was aware of that at a young age. And he's like, yeah, instead of being in his mind, he doesn't want to, he's not interested, So let's move on. As life keep going for him, he finally ended up coming to the United States at 16 years old. And he went to high school, through high school and everything. He kind of got distracted for a little bit in high school. When he got to high school, got a little bit distracted with, of course, pretty girls and like stuff that's a little bit entertaining. And occasionally, too, his true reality stepped back into mind. Like, bruh, you do know if something major don't happen in your life, that shit will be shitty, right? You're going to have to really, really work hard. But, of course, as a child, he keeps trying to push that thought out of his mind, even though he knew. And he was living with his sister by, like, around Alabama area, Pensacola area, and stuff like that. That's where he was going to school. His father wanted him to come back to, his father wanted him to come back to Miami. He kind of didn't want to. He had the slightest feeling that his life might be a little bit better where he was because everything was okay. There was a little bit better opportunity and stuff like that. But in Haiti, they have the saying, which is actually implemented in our flag, "En pile main chai pas loup," as in it means a lot of hands, nothing's heavy, And he truly believes in that. And he really believed if he stick with family, it will be a lot easier for them to be successful and get somewhere in life. Spent most of his life trying to do that, right? Trying to do that. Stick with family and shit. Man, shit never really worked out, right? Cool. It is what it is. He finally decided to be like, you know what? Fuck the fam. Fuck them niggas. Fuck everybody. Ended up went to a government program school or whatever. They pay for everything for him. When he went there, things started turning really good for him. Things started to be really, really good, right? And then he ended up he ended up, after he got done with that school program, he ended up landing, and instead of going back to Miami and stuff like that, he's like, you know what, Miami pretty cramped for him and stuff like that. He had a job opportunity and all the way in Michigan. So he's like, you know what? Fuck my family, fuck everything. He went to Michigan. He ended up having a good life there, working and everything, switch jobs and whatnot. Now, as he's going through life, remember with this, he doesn't care about life. He doesn't really care for death and all that stuff. But let's recap on something, because this one actually mattered quite a bit. Something that his father had gave him, and that's actually why he was still alive for so long. He also, at 17 years old in Miami, recap, he almost took his life again. And right when he was about to, what I'm about to go further back, when his dad gave him before he left Haiti, that's what came to mind and saved his life. When he was in Haiti at age 15, before he went to Miami, by Alabama, where his sister was going to college, that's who he was going to live with. His father was noticing some behavior within him. Like I said, he got complacency. He didn't care about life. To him, he's like, you know what? I don't want to be here regardless. He wasn't afraid of dying. He didn't care for it. To be honest with you, he actually welcomed it. And even though I'm saying all this again, repeating this again, there was nothing really bad about his life. He wasn't sad or depressed or anything like that. Okay. So he used to be in his bike at like 12, 13 years old, flying through cars like it's nothing, doing random tricks and basically dumb decision that, kid, you can die, like chill out. And even his friend was afraid to do them with him. So his father pulled him aside one time and was talking to him, and he's like, look, son, life is precious, basically give him the whole spiel about how beautiful life is, how blah blah blah. But his father's not aware of what he's already as a child is aware of. That life is unfair. Life is just screwed up. People just get randomly lucky. The good people die for no reason. Kids who didn't commit anything end up like getting wiped out. To him, he looked at life like there's no benefit in this for me. Like I don't get it. Okay, I am here. It's hard as fuck just to breathe, just to exist. And you telling me I need to accept it? Nah, not really. I don't. But think if there's a God, that I can choose to live or die. That is still in my own hands to do. He actually acknowledged all those things. His father doesn't know that. That as a kid, even as a 5-year-old, imagine what you knew now as a grown man, a grown woman, what you've been through. If your 5-year-old is fully 100% aware of it. Of course, the kid can't process it into words, but he or she can feel how the world really is and how unfair and your child already decided, yeah, no, this is not going to benefit me in any kind of way. There's nothing for me here. Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, So his father wasn't aware of that. So as his father giving him his spills, his father recognized that he's not going to get through him. All his father can do is hope for the best. He changes. And in everybody's eye, he's a horrible boy. Like, he's a type of boy who's very misbehaved, disrespectful, blah, blah, this and that. All because you don't go with He doesn't go with their narrative of what they want them to do. They want him to do. How they want him to behave. So, when his father was sending him to to Florida to live with his sister, he gave him a shirt. And the shirt says in white, big, bold letters, one thing across: one life. Live it. That's all it said. One life. Live it. Now, the moment, even though he wasn't really too good in English yet, he understood those words. He could read English just a little bit, not too very good, but those words, he 100%. When he looked at it in that shirt, and his dad showed it to him, he's like, "Hey, look, son, I want you to have this shirt, okay? Keep it close to you." That's it. His dad didn't give him another spiel about life. The words from that shirt hit him like an explosion just happened, like right there. Well, most people haven't been around in something that exploded. Well, the best way I could actually explain it that most people could understand is I've went to California before, side note, and I've stood next to like the rocks and the water. When that ocean wave hit that rock and you see that big old, it also hits it with a wind pressure that hits you like, oh shit, So same thing. Hit him like a big old wave of air just hit his face, and it hit him hard. He's like, "Thanks, Dad," and took it. And he understood. He's like, "You know what? You right, Pop. I only have one life. I don't care about it to die, but until I'm good and I want to leave, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to purposely do things to put my life in danger. Because let me enjoy this and do whatever the fuck I enjoy it as I want, So he went through life like that. And at 17, you wouldn't believe this. He actually stayed alive from 17 to about till he was done with the government program, 25, 26 years old. From 17 to that time, because he ended up getting into anime because of his sister. And there was this one particular anime that he was watching. I'm not going to name anything. Sorry. There was this one particular anime that he was watching. He loved it. But it wasn't done. And then at this point now in Miami, life started getting really, really difficult. And first off, imagine you had a job, right? You don't care to quit. I'm just giving you an example so you can kind of relate. So it could kind of better understanding. So you're in this job. It pays all right. It's not too difficult. And the time wise for you to get to the job, it's not far. Basically, the job's not inconvenient at all for you to go do it. It doesn't bug you at all. To you like, meh, just some extra money. Why not? Right? And all of a sudden, jobs start getting more annoying and difficult. You don't even want to be at the job, really. You don't give a shit for it. What would you do? 90% of us would be like, yeah, fuck this. Deuces. Right? That's how he looked at life. Literally, that's how he looked at life. It was like, meh, if it gets difficult, I'll leave. I don't give a fuck about it anyways. So it started getting really difficult. And some of you might call him, oh, he's a coward, he's blah, blah. That's your opinion. He looking at it like life started kind of getting difficult, right? And at the same time, he was like, yeah, I don't really care for it much. I'm leaving. At that time, he didn't have a gun or anything like that to actually take his own life. So his next best option was everything he thinks about. He's like, if I jump off a building, 80% chance I might kind of survive for a little bit, which means suffering for a shit ton. His best option was to go on the freeway, wait till the truck is coming at 80, whatever miles an hour, and then hit him. Yeah. Semi driving going about 80 to 90. Hit your ass solid, my friend. You splash like a water balloon. Just saying. So that was the best thought that he had. And he did. He didn't actually went through it, but he went to the freeway, and he's about to step, and that shirt came in his face. One life. Now, in his mind, the shirt said, "Did you live it?" He stopped. He's like, "Huh. You're right. This is one life. Yes, it is. It is getting shock. I don't really like it, but did you try? Did he try to do anything to actually live, to actually enjoy his life?" There's this anime that he's watching that's not done yet. You really enjoy that anime? Why don't you stick around? I mean, get you a decent job to purchase the rest of the anime until it's finished so you can enjoy it. So now he was living for pretty much his anime stuff that he wanted to watch. And beauty to him, each time he's done, he's like, "All right, cool, I'm done. There's nothing else for me here." Something else always comes up to make him stay a little bit longer, right? So that's pretty much how he's going through life, staying a little bit longer. And finally, after he was done with, he decided, you know what? I'd like to experience life in a little bit of different level. Let me actually do things. Because 100%, he's aware of this part too. Like some might think. He's aware of this. Deep in his soul, he knows 100%. If you put effort in something, you will achieve something from it. Okay? If you put effort on anything, if you put the time and you put the work in, regardless how it comes out, you will get something for that work that you put in. Either experience, money, value, something will come out of it. It might not be something that you want that comes out of that work that you put in, but something's going to come out of it regardless. If you put in work into something, whatever it might be. So he decided, okay, cool, let's put in a little bit of work in his education and stuff like that, get a way better job so he could kind of travel, see what's good, right? And he did. That's how he ended up going that program and got out. When he got out, he's just enjoying his life still, kind of. And now at that point, he really, really started getting to like women and trying to, of course, fucking around, sex and all that shit. Yeah, just to see what's good. And he noticed that, to him, he said women are dangerous because he's not interested in being here. And women love. He says love is, he fell in love before. And he's like, love is powerful and love is blind. And he said, if he falls in love and if he finds someone, he calls it a fuck up. To him, in his mind, it's a fuck up. If he fuck up and he find the right person, he might fall in love. And he might actually want to stay here and work his ass off for shit. And each time his check comes in, Uncle Sam takes 30% of it. And not to mention insurance. When you get insurance, most of us know this shit, which I was a fucking thing about it. You get insurance, you paying monthly $10 or whatever the fuck you paying. And then you go to the doctors, they barely look at your ass like, you good. And then next to know, they sent you a bill for like $300. And when you look at the actual bill, it was $1,000 to $2,000, and insurance paid $1,500 for you, or $1,700 for you, so you just have the $300-$400 to pay. So, but of course he's a guy. I mean, shit, who the fuck can resist women, bruh? Man, motherfuckers are sexy. They pretty. They're beautiful. So now he comes to a point as his life where, he also started traveling and stuff like that. He's enjoying it. And then now, even though his travels wasn't nothing extremely extravagant, it's not like he's a millionaire. Remember now, he just got an average job getting paid like $25, $26 an hour, making a decent, good living, and he can kind of travel a little bit. He owns a little town home and stuff. Now, after being like, So after he's done dating around for a little while and experiencing it, he also noticed, yeah, that kind of thing is fun, but even if he also, this is what I'm talking about with him, where his level of thinking is beyond. Like, after he's done doing all those things, he recognized even if he was rich and he could always get the most beautiful, the most finest women and all of that crap, having 4 or 5 women next to you all the time, fuck them however you want, do all of that shit. He's like, he would still get bored of it. So his theory about staying here is still, there is nothing here. To him, there is nothing here for him. He's not interested. But one thing that he's aware of with life, especially done dating around, it's beautiful. And of course, he noticed that if he find himself one woman, he'll be good with it. He'll be okay with that. He's not bucking that. Is that he recognized that what life has is the maybe about tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be better. Maybe tomorrow will be exciting. That curiosity, that's what keeps most humans moving. Tomorrow will be better. I'll make sure tomorrow's better, even though it doesn't. But tomorrow. Maybe. No one knows about death. Even him, he doesn't know either. He's like, so, what he's contemplating about. Now, he's 28. Just broke up with his last girlfriend. And he's still going through it. And then he was dating somebody else, dated for like 2 years, hit his 30. Now he's 30, broke up with that girl. He's like, this person was kind of, they just didn't match. Good people he met, whatnot. Now at 30, he decided, you know what? He went on a trip for his 30th birthday, came back, had fun. Like, Basically to him, even though it was a different state, different thing, he enjoyed himself. He liked it. It was nice. But to him, being here, he can tell. Even if he can tell he can be a millionaire if he wanted to, if he wants to. Especially how technology started going up, YouTube, all kinds of shit. He's like, come on, man. If I really put my ass to it, I could be a millionaire. I could be rich. But what's the point, really? I mean, okay, I'm rich. Now I got more problems. I got a shit ton of motherfuckers who's trying to take my money. And I got the government on my ass. And then now, I have bitches trying to get pregnant for me. Now they're like, it'll be even worse. But tomorrow could be better. That curiosity doesn't go away. The maybe about tomorrow. But unlike everybody else, though, with him, he's also curious. I know that I don't really like it here. Here's boring. I'm not interested. But for some reason, things always come in his path, like I was saying before. Come in his path to pull his curiosity. Hey, come check this shit out. Come check this life out. Oh, this bitch, come check this bitch out. Stick around. She's enjoyable. She's fun. That's what life does. It pulls you like, hey. But no one really ever thinks, what about death? What about dying? What's over there? Because nobody's been there. Nobody's been there. Nobody ever did anything. To him, and also too, that's something he never talks about with people. He had noticed that each time he kind of bring a little something like that up, people kind of start looking left and right and, oh shit, goddamn, this nigga want to die, And him, he doesn't look at dying as anything bad. He's like, maybe it's someplace else. Yeah. You who stays here looking at the corpse rotting and it doesn't look pretty and all that stuff. And sometimes dying, you end up dying in a miserable, suffocating way. But still, However you died still equal died. You know, that's how he looked at his mind. In the 6th month on his 30th birthday, he decided, meh, fuck it. I'm done. Not interested. Oh well. This time, of course, he's old enough. He got 2, maybe 3 weapons now. Doesn't really shoot much. It's not a gun. It's not a thing of his. He's not too much of a fan of gun, but he just kind of like most people. You in America. I like the fact that I could buy one. That's fucking awesome. Even though you're never gonna fucking use it. Side note, I love that about America too. I do like the fact that my neighbor could own however many guns he wants to. I like that. But anyways, move on. So he had a 9mm, whatever, and he went in his garage, made preparation. He's like, fuck this. He's about to blow his brain out. And at the same time, he's like, as he was about to do it, his subconscious like, you do know bullets about the size of your pinky, and if you don't shoot it at the right place, you might suffocate for a good minute before you die. Why don't you use your shotgun? He had a shotgun too. He's like, oh shit, all right, cool. I mean, ain't no mistaking with that. You shoot that shit in your head, half of your brain, just the face, everything, just gone. Like, you be missing your whole head. And he had it on under his neck. He's like, oh, I hope this don't hurt too bad. Bling, bling. His phone's ringing. Blim, blim. He's like, And something told him, if you pick up that phone, life is going to send you the biggest maybe, and you're going to be like, ooh, ooh. Hold on, Death, hold on. You're going to say, hold on. He's like, yeah, you right. Fuck this, I'm leaving. Shotgun under his neck. He's about to take his life. A thought again. One life. Live it. And he's like, well, there's this chick that I kind of really wanted to get with. She got a nice ass. We went hiking one time. It was really nice. Why don't I find out what's up? Maybe I'll get to smash that joint. Who knows? That shit might be good too. Yeah, fuck it. Put the gun down. Picked up his phone. Boom, it's that chick. It's like, oh shit. You know, she wanted to, just texting on me, what's up, whatever. Live for the unknown or die for the unknown. He put the gun down, walked back in, start chatting it up. And this will be it, guys. Okay? I hope you guys really enjoyed that one. And let me know what you think. Yeah, I know the ending might be shitty, but I don't know. Okay? I'm not good at ending shit. So, basically, he went back in, start chatting it up. His thought process still remained the same. When he want his mind, even though he is living, he wants to leave when he wants to leave. If there is supposed to be a God that dictates when he leaves, he refused that to happen. But for right now, he's leaving again for maybe until tomorrow. That is unknown. You guys have a good one. Don't forget, like, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, hit that ding button. Let me know what you think, all right? And comment and all that shit. Also, I hope you really enjoy this because there's no fucking commercial. Oh yeah, that's what's good about my thing. I can't believe I never said that on the beginning. That's what's good about my thing. Since I'm not subscribed by nobody, you guys won't get interrupted by no fucking commercials. That shit's garbage. I don't like them either. But of course, you know, like a brother got to pay the bill somehow. If I do get some subscription or some shit, you might get interrupted by some commercials or something like that. But anyways, for now, you guys have a really good one. Again, if you want to help a brother out, you know, donate whatever you can. Hit me on my Venmo. It is Claude, CLAUDE dash Colin, COLIN. Also, I'm a healthy fat guy. I be posting up like stuff that is healthy and good for you to eat, and you should be aware of the things of the labels. Just because something says it's 80 calories per servings, man, maybe not. You know, double check and research what you consume a lot of, especially if you're eating it or drinking it 3 to 4 times a day. You know, so make sure you're aware of what you're putting in your body constantly and all the time. And that's one of my things that I do on Healthy Fat Guy. Healthy Fat Guy, it is healthy underscore fat underscore guy. All right. And even on there too, if you need some Herbalife, like shake meals or whatever, hit me. I got my website on there. You can go ahead and hit that up and check Herbalife up. They are really good. They got really, really good stuff on there. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's kind of late. I'm full. I'm about to go for a walk real quick. You guys have a good one and enjoy.